Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. It's lovely to see you out there. Happy Sunday indeed. Sundays are wonderful days, aren't they? There's something about Sundays for most of us that allows us to just exhale and give ourselves permission to fully relax and tune into ourselves and give ourselves some space. So for today's practice, as always, this is a very personal type of practice, as yoga always should be. But this particular class, I really emphasize that you tune into your own body's needs more than ever. So if something that I'm suggesting is not resonating with you, your body is just going, no, this is not happening today, then adjust. You can work within the similar shape that I might have suggested, and then just work with your own intuition. So this is an opportunity to build intuition and inner connectivity to our own body and what our body is asking for. This takes time, so if you find that in this process you become flustered or frustrated or impatient, let it go and just tune in and just breathe and come back to your breath. The breath is always your anchor. So if at any moment in the practice you find your mind is wandering, or you find that you are feeling separate, just something doesn't feel right, come back to the breath. Just follow your natural breath. This is called Anapena Meditation. And all this is simple observation of the in-breath and the out-breath, which we will do shortly. In terms of props today, we may use a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can also use a big bed pillow or couch cushions, things like that. Also, a big blanket rolled up can act just like a bolster. We may use a block. Just have your goodies, whatever you've got available, have it handy. An eye pillow is nice. If you don't have an eye pillow, a face cloth works perfectly. So just grab a face cloth or a cloth of any kind. The other thing you might want to have is a smaller towel or a rolled up blanket for under the neck. It's a little windy. It has been for a while now, so hopefully the wind isn't too distracting for you. It's one of the reasons that I have the microphone on my body now. It's a little easier to hear when there's background noises. So for today's practice, we're going to be focusing on the 4 sides, the full spectrum of ourself. So front body, back body, side bodies. The north, south, east, and west of the body, also known as in Hatha Yoga. And also thinking about, as we work with all sides of our body, also thinking about working with all sides of our mind and of our spiritual self. So gazing upon ourselves as a human being who has views from different angles and also has feelings and sensations from different angles. And we also have different, I guess you could say, limitations on each side and celebrations on each side. So just paying close attention to that as we move through, and I will also remind you and guide you that way. So sitting up nice and tall, let's take a moment to just notice how we've shown up on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Allowing yourself to settle into your seat, visualizing the little ribbon on the crown of your head lengthening you nice and tall, creating length in the spine, lifting up through the heart, allowing for a soft, relaxed abdominal area. Thinking about the shape of your body, remembering that as long as you're sitting comfortably, doesn't matter, doesn't have to look like what I'm doing here. An important aspect is to keep the spine straight and tall. So let's tune in, beginning with the physical. Noticing sensations as you pass your attention from the top of the head slowly all the way down the body. Visualizing and becoming deeply aware of what's happening on the inside. Making mental notes of the areas that stand out for you. Once you have made your way through the physical body, turn your attention to the breath. As we spoke about earlier, Anapena Meditation is following the natural flow of your breath as it is. So this is different from pranayama, where we take control of the breath, and the breath then helps to balance the body. This, instead, is watching the autonomic process of breath as it rises and falls. This is challenging because, especially if you've been practicing for a while, immediately you want to deepen your breath. So just let it be exactly as it is. If you weren't paying attention to it, noticing it, letting it be, observing the in-breath and the out-breath as it comes in and as it goes out. Good. Now bringing your awareness to your mind, noticing what happened in that process. So we probably did about 45 seconds there. What happened in that process in the mind? Did the mind wander? Did the mind question it? What thoughts popped in? Were you able to 100% wholeheartedly focus for a few seconds? That is something to celebrate for sure. But as I spoke about yesterday, we are not looking at what is good and bad. We're looking about what we are aware of and the equanimity that we are able to maintain all throughout. Because let's face it, we're going to have thoughts. We're going to have emotions. We're going to have turmoil and turbulence. It's going to happen. Some days more than others. So if you want to learn a little bit more about Anapena Meditation, I did speak about it at the beginning of yesterday's class for a few minutes. And I am going to be doing a specific video on that as well. So I'm going through a list, and I'll be updating the website with all those little mini videos, which will be a great resource to go back to if you forget or if you don't know. So now let's turn attention to the emotions that are arising today. Just pure observation without the critical mind. And when you're ready, with all of that in mind, let's bring our palms together at heart center. Take 3 full breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Deep breath in. Full breath in right up to the top. Exhale, empty through the mouth. Like a sigh. Inhale, filling up. And one more. Settling into your space, allowing any outside noises or potential distractions to blend in so that you are fully and wholeheartedly focused on yourself and what you're doing. Okay, so with our theme today of all sides, let's think about a situation in our life where we have perhaps a thought or an emotion or a view, or maybe it was a specific situation or conversation where we have a very extreme knee-jerk reaction to something. So where we're very one-sided. Just holding that awareness in your mind. And for your intention, let us find all sides, seek to find all sides of that situation through our practice. And then let's place that right up on the shelf in our mind and let it float. So we're not overly focused in on it through our practice, but we're aware of it. It's hanging out there and we're going to come back to it. So holding that in your mind's eye, let's reach to the sky. Holding that situation in your mind's eye, let's reach and take a deep full breath, lengthen, and a big breath. And exhale, reaching back behind you, take the fingertips back, root down into the fingertips, hug the shoulder blades together, lift the heart to the sky, lift the chin. Remember to part the teeth here and lengthen through the neck area. Let's take 3 full breaths right into the center of the heart, opening through the neck, opening through the chest, front body. Beautiful. And easing out, coming back to center. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Noticing sensations, awareness of the body. Good. Now, if possible, let's bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the inner thighs to relax and soften. Outer thighs. No muscular effort required here, just relax. We're going to take the right hand out to the side and bring the left arm across the front of the body. Anchor the shoulder blade on the upper back and reach. Gazing up, relax the legs. So you may notice your legs rise up. So just let them relax. As you root down into your fingertips, lift the heart to the sky and reach through the fingertips. Let's take 3 big breaths here. Opening through the side body. Keep the heart lifting. Nice release in through that side. And on your next breath, coming back the way you came. And back to center. Big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Other side. Relaxing the legs. Right arm across the front of the body. Anchor the shoulder blade on the upper back. Palm faces down. Lift the heart and reach. Keep the heart center lifted. Full expansion. Really opening through that side body so you feel the fingertips lifting up, reaching from underneath the arm. Relax the legs. And on the exhale, coming back the way you came. Coming back to center. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Beautiful. Bring the knees in. I'm going to walk the feet in close to the body, preparing to open up through the back body. Rounding here through the back, wrap the arms around, sink into the back space. So right into lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulder blades, back of the neck. And we'll take 3 or so full breaths here into the back. Good. On your next inhale, easing out. Beautiful. And let's bring the legs out in front, coming into a seated forward bend. Now, important here, especially if there's any lower back stuff going on, sacrum, lower back, anything like that, you want to make sure that you are either on a cushion or that your pelvis is straight up or tilted forward, ideally slightly tilted forward. So for me, sitting on a cushion is helpful. I like the way it feels. It just feels like a little bit more support. You're able to keep a little bit more of a curve in the lower back. Then we're going to take our inner thighs and internally rotate. So you'll feel the upper thigh bone and the inner thigh muscle kind of go underneath the leg a little bit. So you're opening and you're more grounded into your seat bones. Now let's bring the feet to mountain pose position. So feet not close together, but a little ways apart. Now, if you have a block here, I should have had my block closer, but if you have a block, you can take your block or anything that is resembling a block in between the upper thighs. So we have something to engage into. This also protects the lower back. I've seen far too many yogis, longtime yogis, having lower back issues, and this is often from improper forward bending and also sitting poorly if you sit a lot for work. So let's exhale our way slowly into a deeper forward fold. So remember, just because we can doesn't mean we should. So we're easing in gently, slowly, slowly. Let the body open up at its own pace. So even if you can go way past your toes, Don't. Just take your time. So you can rest here. Now pay attention to your back. So if you want to even reach back, and maybe even put a little pressure on that lower back, and you'll feel that there's a bit of a difference here. You can even see it in that movement there. So there's a bit of a difference here when we lead with the heart and create more length in through the waist area and then come forward. So keep giving the block a nice squeeze, and then with each exhale, you can maybe go a little deeper. So see how that feels. Take your time. So we're going to take about 6 more big breaths here, giving your prop a little bit of a squeeze. Keep the breath flowing. Relax head and neck, opening up through the heart center. Keep giving that block a nice squeeze. Lengthening the exhale. Good. Beautiful. So which side of the body are we working with opening there? The south. The south side of the body, lengthening nice and tall. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Noticing sensations. Working with our hamstring muscles is a wonderful way to calm the mind. So if ever you're unable to sleep at night, doing some really nice gentle forward bends, or legs up the wall, which is the same thing in a different position. Legs up the wall or legs up on your bed. Okay, so let's take the block out and bring the soles of our feet back together again. Gently rocking the knees, sitting up nice and tall. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way into tabletop on hands and knees. And if you like here, you can take something soft under the knees. So maybe a folded blanket or a towel. So carefully setting your foundation here for weight bearing. Make sure if the tops of the feet are on the mat that the heels are up toward the sky, so they're not kind of tilted away from each other. If the toes are up, same thing, so you don't have the heels out to the sides. So setting your foundation here. Let's take the hands slightly wider than shoulder distance apart, and then beginning to work with cat-cow, opening through the south and the north of the body, front and back. So as you open through the front, offer the heart forward, create more length in through the front line of the body. So from the pubic bone all the way to the breastbone, and then lift the chin. Exhale, rounding. Remember to use your fingertips here so you're fully engaged into the fingertips and the palms. As you come into cow, also parting the teeth. As you open the front line, part the teeth, and that allows the upper neck to be released. So let's take about 6 more. Deeply feeling and connecting with what's happening in your body. Sensations as the body begins to release and let go of tension. Last one. Good. Beautiful. Coming back to neutral spine. Keep your fingertips engaged. This takes the pressure off the wrists. Now looking over the right shoulder, I'm going to draw the right hip forward and look back. So now working with side body activity. Nice release here, feel that stretch, and then come back to center. On the exhale, coming over the opposite side. Take a moment to really connect with that side stretch, gazing back and back to center. Begin to move now with the breath. Exhale over. Inhale back. Exhale over. Nice long exhale. Inhale back. Let's take about 4 more. Beautiful. Coming back to center and rolling it out in free-form table. Just letting go of all the areas in the hips, back, shoulders, neck. Good. When you're ready, we're going to make our way down onto our belly, flat onto the abdominal area. So here, again, if you want to have something soft, so whatever you had under your knees, you can place that under your pelvis. So just taking a moment here with the forehead on the back of the hands, keeping the spine straight from the tailbone all the way up through the crown of the head. Let's take a few conscious breaths here as you relax into the front of the body. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to reach back with the arms, with the palms facing up. Place the forehead on the mat. Now, keeping in mind here, as we lift only as high as you feel comfortable. So we don't want to go past any point where you start to feel too much tension, especially in the lower back. So we're going to we'll start by lifting the arms. So on the inhale, draw the shoulders back, lift the arms, reach back. So not only are you drawing the shoulders back using your shoulder blades, you're also reaching back with your fingertips. So exhale, coming down, place the forehead. Inhale, draw back. So remember, don't come too high. Just lift off a little bit. So 1 millimeter, 1 inch, doesn't matter. Inhale, lift up, draw back. Exhale, coming down. Let's take 1 more here. And exhale, relax. Take a deep cleansing breath. Now, widening the feet just a wee bit more to about mat distance apart. Now we're going to introduce our legs into the movement as well. So on the inhale, lift up through the arms and chest and the legs. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lift. Engage the feet. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lift. Remember, don't come too high here. We don't want to create too much tension in the lower back. And we're going to do 4 more, or come out when you need to. Nice long exhales. Last one. Beautiful. Release and let go. Let's bring the arms back in front. Forehead on the back of the hands. Soften. Take a deep, full breath here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Noticing sensations. Beautiful. Thinking about transitioning now, we're going to come onto our back and draw the knees in toward the chest, neutralizing the spine. So I'm just going to actually switch directions here. There we go. So coming onto your back, slowly and gently, draw the knees in towards your chest. Find your breath. Become aware of the back body on the mat. Feeling the weight of the back body from the top of your head all the way down to the tailbone. If it feels good, rocking side to side. And taking a few deepening, softening breaths. Hands to the knees and stir the knees around. Beautiful. And placing the feet down, taking a moment here just to settle into the weight of the back, pressing the lower back flat into the mat. So not having a curve there. Press pelvic tilt back to create that flatness. Now, if you like here, you can bring the arms into cactus, feeling the shoulder blades strong and anchored, flat. Just closing your eyes, relaxing as you connect with the back body. Balancing front and back bodies. Deep full breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Okay, a little bit of movement here now. Taking the right ankle over the left knee, keep the foot flexed. So foot flexed. And not cross like you're crossing your legs in a chair, but just ankle over knee. Now we're going to keep our arms in cactus, if that's okay for the shoulders, otherwise adjusting. Take a deep full breath in. On the exhale, coming over the left side, let the foot drop down. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let the knee drop down. Now as you come across, see if you can ground into the shoulder blade. Inhale back. Doesn't matter if you come all the way, as long as you're feeling a nice release, a nice stretch in through the side body. So let's just continue here for several more breaths. Exhaling over. Inhaling back. Exhale over, take your time. Inhale back. Let's take our last 4. And last one here. Inhale back. Good. Uncross the leg and bring the feet wide apart. Windshield wipers, one knee in at a time. Let the breath flow naturally. Good. Preparing now for the second side. Setting your foundation. Place left ankle across right knee. So we're going to begin by going over the right side. Deep breath in. Exhale over. Let the foot draw downwards. Inhale back. Exhale over. Inhale back. Nice and slowly at your own pace. And we'll take our last 4 here. Last one, nice long exhale. Coming back to center. Beautiful. Release the leg, bring the soles of the feet together, and let the knees drop away. Relax through the lower back. And let's bring the arms up a little higher if possible. Close to the ears. And we'll take a few soft belly breaths here. On the inhalation, breathing into the navel, so expansion into the navel, and blow out on the exhale, like you're blowing out a candle. Full expansion to the top, exhale below. Last 3. Beautiful. Gently release the arms. Bring the knees back together and the feet apart. Just resting here, noticing sensations. Notice all that's arising for you on the inside. Deeply tuned in to what you're feeling and sensing. Take a deep, refreshing breath in through the nose and a big, huge sigh. And we're going to make our way into our final relaxation, guided relaxation here. So taking your props of choice. So if you know that you have lower back stuff happening, if there's any pain or tension there, you can take a bolster under your knees. Or if you would like to work on shoulders and upper back area, so if you've got tension or tightness, or maybe you're looking for a heart opener or a chest opener, you can sit or lay down, on your bolster. And if you are going to do that, I recommend cushion under your seat so that your lower back is comfortable. You're going to come back. Also, a rolled up towel or blanket for under your neck is very, very nice after this type of practice, especially. So sinking back, take your blanket, put your blanket on top, your eye pillow, or your face cloth. So if you are up on the bolster, as I am, you may want to have bent knees here, depending on what's happening there, or perhaps just straighten the legs out and let them relax, floppy, feet apart. Adjust your shoulder blades. So in either position, we want to make sure the back body is completely relaxed. So maybe drawing the shoulder blades away from the midline of the body, relaxing into the position that you've created. Gently close your eyes, take a few softening breaths, and make any other adjustments that you may need here. Allow yourself to deeply settle in, connecting the weight of the body on the mat. Bring your attention to the back body for now. Becoming aware of the natural flow of your breath as it rises and falls by itself. With each exhale, visualizing yourself stepping down into your personal sacred space. The still, safe, comforting place within yourself that no one else has access to but you. Allowing yourself to deeply settle in, knowing that all is as it should be. As you become aware more deeply of the physical body, as with each breath, all tension begins to dissolve. All thoughts begin to float away. Like a cloud passing through the sky, acknowledging the thought and letting it go. Resting in pure conscious awareness. In the blue sky of the mind. Allowing thoughts to float away just like big fluffy clouds in the sky. As you reside in the blue sky, calm, quiet mind, still, relaxed body. Bringing your attention to your mind, fully focused on the activity of your mind. Bringing attention to the emotions that are arising for you right now. Consciously aware, equanimous, having a balanced equilibrium in the mind. With your awareness, reaching up, finding your package that you placed up on the shelf with your intention from the beginning of the practice. Opening your package and taking a look. From all sides. Noticing what you see, what you feel, what you sense. Allowing yourself to be with that, placing your hands anywhere on your body that you like. On your abdominal area, on your heart. Taking a few deepening breaths into this awareness. And when you feel ready, easing over onto your right side, take your time. Holding this awareness in your heart. And when the time is right, slowly transitioning to any comfortable seated position. And together, we'll take 3 big breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Big breath in. Big breath in. Big full breath. Letting go of tension and worry. Bringing your palms together at heart center. Taking a moment here as we share all of these wonderful vibrations with someone special in your life, someone who may need some of this right now. And let's bow to the divine light that shines from each one of us, connecting us all as one. Namaste. So much gratitude for this time together, and holding that gratitude for all of you who are here together. Gratitude for this community and this wonderful tight-knit family that we have. And gratitude also for all of you who are watching this later, enjoying this practice on your now moment. Thank you for being here. And don't forget to say hello down in the comments. I love your messages. We'll see you really soon. I guess Tuesday, we'll see you again live. And enjoy the rest of your wonderful Sunday. Hopefully you get to relax and enjoy all your good vibes now. And if you had any aha moments or eurekas or interesting moments in the practice, feel free to share. Would love to hear. And enjoy the rest of your day. Lots of love. Bye, everyone. Get some good rest. Wonderful to be with you today. Thanks for being here, Elaine. Wonderful to be here with you live. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Let me know what you thought and how you felt. Blue sky days, yes. Much love, everyone. We'll see you soon.